3, 2, 1. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Razor from RazorTube coming at you with another base build video. And this is called the Hammer. And it's for the Rust console. And it's best fortified Rust starter bunker base design for any wipe that you play on the Rust Console Edition. And that's for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, and all the OG consoles out there. So this base is going to be geared towards my solo, duo, trio crowd. And this is what you should use in the beginning of every wipe. Whether you're a veteran at Rust Console or new at Rust Console, welcome to the channel. Drop a sub, drop a like, and let me show you the Hammer. Alright, so after I build this base, what I'm going to do is just show you how my hammer is definitely outfitted the best way possible. And once I build this base, this is just a blueprint for you guys. In order to show you how the base is built, you can use it for storage however you want and outfit it the way that you play on the Rust Console Edition. Alright, so start off, we're going to have a square foundation. That down and put a triangle foundation on the left and right. Once you got that, you're going to go ahead and put two more triangle foundations down. And then once you got that, you're going to have a raised triangle foundation, another one on the left, and then more square foundations. Now this is a bunker base, and I'm showing you how to get to building the entrance. Once you got that down, and it should look like this. All right, you got it? Once you get that down, you're gonna put one more square foundation in the middle, and then a triangle foundation in the front, and then on the right and left, two more raised triangle foundations. Once you got that down, you can go ahead and make everything stone. And once you got it all stone, I'll show you how to build the bunker. Super important TC when you're looking at the front of your bunker base. The TC is going to be on the left, so you're going to put a full wall, one half wall, a triangle ceiling, and a double doorway frame. Once you got that down, stone that. And this is where your TC is going to go. Make sure the hard side's pointed out, so if somebody raids from the front, they can't get to your TC. All right, we're going to put the TC down now. Try to get it towards the front of the doorway frame like this. And then put your key code on. Now, if you're solo, use the wood locks. It's more efficient. And then if you got the garage door BP, use that. If not, use the double sheet metal doors. All right, now that we got this down, I'll show you another top-down view. We're gonna start to build the guts of the base. All right, you're gonna do the full walls at the bottom. One half wall. Make that stone, and this is gonna be your starter base. Go ahead and put your, you don't wanna put the ceiling on just yet, only because you gotta make the bunker entrance. All right, you're gonna do some half walls on the left and right of the middle square foundation. Go ahead and make those stone. Then after that, you're gonna put a half wall down in the front. Triangle ceiling. Go ahead and bust that out. That's how you get into your bunker base. All right, so back to the build. Half wall, triangle ceiling. Go ahead and stone the triangle ceiling. After that, what I want you to do is put a roof on your base, like so. This is how you're gonna access the bunker. Go ahead and make that stone. After that, you can go ahead and put some half walls up on the left and right. Go ahead and stone those. And then you're gonna start to create that pancake layer. You can see with the half wall here that once you put the ceilings on, you're gonna have a spot for loot above you. And it's kind of like the hidden room that you had before. Now, with that being said, put a double doorway frame here. Go ahead and make that stone. Put your garage door down. Put another half wall on top of it. if I can get it. And then now your bunker is sealed. So now we're gonna put the ceiling on, and we're gonna put the shelves in. So this base primarily is used for storage, and you'll also be able to put a workbench in here with 4 furnaces. My gosh, I was stroking out. Okay, so first, to make the shelves, you're going to put a half wall up, and then you're going to go ahead and put a triangle ceiling. Go ahead and bust this out, make the stone. You're going to go ahead and put the ceiling tiles on. And then 1 square one here. Now here's the caveat with this. If you have the ladder hatch, go ahead and use that. So you'll be using for this the floor frame, and then you'll make that stone. And that's only if you have the BP. If not, you're gonna make this right here a normal square ceiling tile. All right, now that we got that down, we're gonna put our ladder frame in, and I'll show you why in a moment. Once we got that in, we're gonna go ahead and build our shelves in front of our TC to disguise it. So we need a half wall, triangle ceiling tile. Bust this out, and there you go. Now also for the TC, you can either use reinforced glass window there or double sheet metal doors. I just had to reiterate that. For this area in the inside of your base, you're gonna go ahead and put down some double doorway frames, and you're gonna make those stone. I always like to do those last so I can put my shelves in. Once you got that down, you're gonna go ahead and put your doors in. And that's the inside of your bunker. Now we're gonna move towards the front of the base after you got this. And what we're gonna do here is finish the rest. So at the front of the base, you're gonna see 3 triangles, and I'll give you a top-down view again. This is what you should have by now. All right. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna do some double doorway frames on the front triangles. And this is going to be the entrance to your bunker, and this will be your airlock. Once you got these hardened, you're good to go. Now we're gonna create the rest of the base, and obviously you'll have a second floor here, so we gotta make the pancake layer, so we'll move on to that in just a moment. Now, if you wanna make a second floor to this base and have roof access by traversing this ramp and then having a ladder hatch frame there, good to go. I'll show you how to do that. Now, to make the front of the base, what you're gonna do is just like normal, go ahead and put a triangle foundation, make that stone, then put your single doorway frames on here, your triangle ceiling, and then make those stone as well. Now, with that being said, you can put shop fronts in the very front, or you could just put solid walls. It's up to you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and wall this out. We're gonna put a half wall here, half wall on this side so we don't forget, and some more full walls to kind of seal off the front of the base. Once that's done, go ahead and make those stone. And once you got that accomplished, you're gonna go ahead and put in your garage doors. You should start to see the base come to life. Now you can put some double doorway frames in here to make a triangle shelf if you want. That's up to you, but it's optional. More storage pockets and harder to raid the base on the inside. And it also guards the bunker and fortifies it even more. All right, once you got this down, I'll show you a top-down view one more time, and this is what you should have so far. All right, good. Now, once this is accomplished, you're gonna put your ceiling tiles in. And remember not to put a ceiling tile above the ramp yet, because I'm gonna show you 2 different options that you'll have. Go ahead and make those stone. Now, like I was saying before, there's kind of a hidden loot room that's going to be above your actual base. In order to make this, you need a pancake layer. So what's going to happen is you can do two things. You can either make it to where you run up and into the loot room by putting a double doorway frame at the top, or instead of that, which I recommend because I'm not sure if that'll mess up your actual bunker seal, is you're going to create the layer. Okay, once that happens, you're going to use a bunch of half walls. You'll stone them out. Once that's done, go ahead and put your triangle ceiling tiles in and your square. And now you have a pancake layer. So if somebody tries to do a top-down raid on you, it'll stop them. Now I would put your least valuable loot inside this hidden loot room, or you can put your most valuable. It depends how you play. Doesn't matter. So second floor access. What do we do with this? Now where do we go with this base design? Here's what I would do. If you got the BP for the ladder hatch frame, I'd put this down. Go ahead and make it stone. And then go ahead and apply a ladder hatch. The reason for this is when you bust out this ramp, you still have access to your second floor. Now, the people down low raiding you will not, unless they're deep and they got past your garage doors. You can still open that up and shoot down at them, okay? So that's the reason why we do this. So let's go to the top of the base. Now, this is however you want to do this. It's up to you. What I like to do is wall it all off. So I go around the whole perimeter of the top. Then I stone it all. Once I got this done, I'll put doors however I want. I'll store items however I want. We just basically want a solid top. It acts as honeycomb for the top of the base. So once I got this accomplished, I always like to put a airlock around this ladder hatch. Now remember, if you don't have the ladder hatch BP, don't worry about it. You can always just leave this open and then put a door right here. And I'll show you how. Put a double doorway frame and then a square at the top. Once you got this, you can go ahead and lock off your upstairs. Good to go. Now remember, if you don't have the ladder hatch, doesn't matter. That means, well, when you bust out your ramp, you're going to need something to jump up here. So you probably put a furnace down below, jump up on the top, you're good to go. So now we need to jump up for the top floor, which is roof access, right? So let me give you a top-down view of what you should have now. All right, you got it. Perfect. And I'm going to leave the ceilings off just for all intents and purposes so you can start to see it come to life. All right. So if you're looking at this door at the top of your second floor, what I want you to do to the right of that, go ahead and place a wall. After you got that, stone it. Put a half wall in front of that. Triangle ceiling tile. Boom. Got it. Now, once that's on, go ahead and make that stone, and you're going to start to see your roof access. Now, this is a small little roof tile, so be wary. If people climb up your base of the ladders, they might be able to go deep fast. So we're going to put a triangle ceiling tile here, and then we're going to make our airlock. Got one on the left, one on the right. Stone them, knock out this, and then you see your airlock. Now, I'll put a couple ceiling tiles on just so you guys can see where you would walk out. Stone them off. And remember, fill in the blanks per usual. All right, double doorway frame, diagonal ceiling, and your garage door. And that's your roof access to the hammer. I'll give you one more top down just so you can see it. And then I'll show you how I've done mine on the inside. And we'll go from there. All right, so that is the hammer for the Rust Console Edition. And this is the best fortified Rust starter bunker base design for any wipe or any wipe day that you encounter on the Rust Console Edition. All right, let's go look at mine. Now, and then at the end, I'll go ahead and show you where the honeycomb goes. That way you don't get confused. All right, so this is mine. So my bunker underneath, it consists of a workbench, some large boxes here, and a small box. Now, I did put large boxes on the triangle ceiling tiles and on the floor, and although they do pop out, here's something tricky to know when you're a solo. When you're solo and you have boxes that pop out of doors, if you put a key code on there, if a raider even comes in and he sees that and he tries to access it and open it, he won't be able to open it if you got a lock on there. Meaning he'll have to shoot that, right? Then the loot bag drops over there and the loot starts to despawn if they can't go deep and whatnot. If you happen to counter raid them and stop them from actually looting your base and defending it really well, the most damage they'll do is if they don't get through the door, they'll blow up the box and your loot will be on the floor and on the inside. I also put the workbench in the middle of this triangle here just because I could lock it off, because I don't want any raiders that blow up a TC to take my workbench, right? Because I farm for that scrap. So, and then on the right where the TC is, I have my TC, which I can access no problem. I have 2 large boxes, 2 small boxes with the key code configuration there. That way, if they see it, they can't access it. They have to shoot the box. I have 4 furnaces on the left. I also have all this room on the front. I could put a research table here and a repair bench here. As long as it's not crossing where this twig half wall is, I'm good to go. Now, for the hidden gem. Once I jump on top of these furnaces, I can go up above my base, and I have a hidden loot room. Now, remember, if I don't have this hatch frame BP, I can put a solid ceiling tile here. Once that happens, I just got to pick out this half wall in front of me from the other side, on the soft side, to get to my loot, and then replace the wall when I'm done putting my loot in the room. It's got 4 large boxes, 2 small boxes. It's enough to store some kits in for sure. So this is a pretty good loot room. Now, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and knock out this ceiling. Now, say I didn't have this hatch frame available to me and I needed to go up with a furnace. Since you have half walls on the side of your roof here, once you bust that ramp out, you can go ahead and place like a triangle on the side or in front, and then put a furnace down, jump on top of that, on top of the twig, and go to the second floor. Although it's tedious, it makes it harder for the raiders as well. So remember that. Now, also, with that twig floor being there, what you can do is pick out this wall, and this wall in front of me is to your hidden loot room. That's only if you have a solid ceiling tile here. All right, so with that being said, that is the inside of my hammer. Now, what I did with the front is instead of having my airlock be open, it's closed, meaning on this left wall here is my airlock. I got a triangle there with 2 single doors. Now the rest, I basically put 2 lockers in the front in order to get kits quickly to run outside, or to get kits quickly to go up into the second floor. So I would grab them, go to the second floor, go to my top of my roof if somebody's door camping me, and boom, boom, I got eyes on them quick. So with all that, I'd like to introduce to you the hammer. I actually have the hammer head, which is going to be its sister base that I will be doing in videos to come. So be ready for it. Welcome to my channel. Drop a sub, drop a like. I hope you like this base design. And I'll also be coming out with the recoil as well, and that's the base I'm currently using on the wipe I'm playing on now. So drop that sub, drop that like. If you don't know who the Boyfriend Squad is, I am a member of it. The other members are Jade Monkey and BioLaser. They're in the description below. Click on their channels, drop them a sub, drop them a like, and come watch us stream anytime on the Rust Console Edition. Thanks a lot, and I'm out of here. Before I leave, I'm going to show you the twig foundations that are around the hammer that I put there, so you can see where the honeycomb goes. And it has to go in that order, because if not, you won't be able to put a foundation to make honeycomb go over the first and second floor. So let's go check it out. All right, so here's what you got now. This is the hammer. And once you go around it in the front, next to your triangle your opening here, you're going to put a triangle down, another triangle, then another triangle, and a square. Once you got that, you're going to put 3 triangles in the back, one more square tile, or foundation rather, a triangle, and then a triangle foundation. And I'll show you a top down real quick, is what the honeycomb looks like from above. And that should get you through your wipe. Now, do remember, before you add that second floor, though, make sure that your whole bottom floor is patched up and you got no holes where people could jump in the beginning of any wipe. Remember that. It's important. Anyways, that's enough from me. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.